Starting the turn for home after this. And Fergus Burke, Saracens fly half. Sarri's in the white, and the charge is on. And the catch almost inevitably claimed by the Leicester fullback, Freddie Stewart.
No, let go, let go.
He will be the England fullback in the Six Nations over the next few months. We will see. Steve Borthwick has options.
Use it.
Jack Van Portfleet, first club start since the beginning of October. He's been introduced off the bench in the last couple of games.
10's onside.
Elliot Daly, Saracens fullback today. And the take for Billy Searle. So, James O'Connor for Leicester, he's absent. Had a trip back home over Christmas, the New Year.
Missed the clear and went to the floor. One in a strong position.
Accuracy, the first couple of breakdowns for Leicester. Off the kick-off, the ball bobbled out from Freddie Stewart's take. Had to be cleared up. Saracens, interestingly, tackling the latches, which meant as Cracknell went through, this is the offending one. Yeah, just buckles, doesn't he? Goes under. Rhys Carey wins that battle of the shoulders, gets down early.
Here's something. Let's have a look at Matthew Carley.
I was going to wear tights as well.
We talk about it?
Nah, not yet.
Nick Tompkins wants to talk about it, and we'll talk about it. He's wearing gloves, for goodness. What is the world coming? So am I, but I'm cold and old. Matthew Carley is running. Brian, what do you make of this?
He's gone straight across to the King Power after this, has he?
Honestly, I know we've just come from a football match, but this is ridiculous. Fergus Burke, I'm happy to say, is dressed in his short sleeves, but unhappily for him, he does not have his sights set. It's going to take some time to recover from this, I'm afraid.
He mentioned he was going to wear tights as well to Nick Tompkins. Nick said, do you want to talk about it? Not really, understandably so.
Nick's wearing those as well, fishnets.
Anyway, as we all digest that, here comes Tom Willis, who has a way of warming up opposition bodies.
Hold in front, thank you.
His next kick is to the skies, and it'll be challenged for on
backwards
halfway.
By Saracens.
Orlando Bailey positioned in Leicester's midfield today.
No, onside first. No.
Nick Ezekwe and Hugh Tizard once again stationed in Saracens' second row. The two tallest players, one of the shortest, Ivan van Sale, the captain, hoists the kick away. Oh, and Freddie Stewart.
What a take that is, to still come down with the ball.
Van Sale.
Onside.
It's Tom Willis. Further evidence over the last few weeks of what Bordeaux have invested in.
Step back. And no, Nicky, onside first.
Well done, Nicky.
It's all part of the contest. Backwards off Sarri's, all backwards, play on.
Tap back by Shegan. But Leicester invested numbers in and around the ball and have their reward. Chesham. And then Stewart tries to get the ball out around the back, and Leicester eventually find Adam Radwan, one of the quickest players in the league.
On the ball.
And he runs into Sinti. That was enough to bring him down. Behind Cam Henderson. Searle, and then the hooker, Blamire, providing the width to the flanker, Sam Williams, who has got some pace.
Onside.
First Premiership start for the youngster. Already questioning Saracens' defence. James Thompson, the Kiwi. Van Portfleet, Blamire. Tackled by Riccioni. Radwan again, the big threat, live threat on this near right-hand side, should Leicester decide to give the ball some air. They've won the penalty. Henderson, Cam Henderson. Searle, nice. Stewart, very nice. the radar. Stewart's early try.
What a brilliant start for Leicester, all made from that initial break from Adam Radwan, bouncing off Nick Tompkins. A little bit of confusion there, one overruns it, get it to Radwan. Great fend initially, and then the bounce on Elliot Daly is, really good momentum-giving run. But here, watch Saracens, they stray offside, they have to go back. But it's already told Billy Searle that they're racing up. There's no one going to be in behind. He just drops it onto the toe. Saracens show their hand. You'd expect them to fly off the line there. Billy Searle did, and he called their bluff.
5 minutes gone. Leicester's fastest Prem try of the season. What of the conversion? Billy Searle has enjoyed a fabulous first half to the season, and he makes sure it's a 7-point score. Leicester 7, Saracens 0. Freddie Stewart off the clever little kick through the defence.
It's a short dead ball here at Leicester as well. So perfect delivery under big pressure, that line speed racing at him. The danger is he kicks it too far through the in-goal area.
Maul. Use it.
Billy Searle's been not a surprise, but one of the players that has stock has risen the most this season. Been absolutely brilliant for Leicester.
It's all gone back to that time Orlando Bailey had to pull out of the game early, and he's taken advantage of it and really grown with confidence on the back of some really good performances, particularly that one against Sale.
Wait.
Yeah, the winning kick also against Bath, and well,
not a 50-22.
as you were saying, Ben, it's not a 50-22, but it'll do.
I'm not going to keep discussing it.
It just looks better on the left foot, doesn't it? It's so smooth, it really is. You think about
back in the half, no,
left footers in football and golf, there's just a real fluidity to them.
He's a big cricket fan. He plays right-handed. He is right-handed, but the left foot works in rugby.
Backwards, play on.
Sarri's going long and over the top, and Tompkins finding himself in a spot of bother, carried back over the back doorstep, and Leicester will have the attacking scrum.
Under massive pressure, Tompkins. He actually does really well. Initially, there's the ball, bounces, huge pressure, 3 players on him. Blamire does such a good job of getting underneath the ball and round behind him, so he can't get to ground. He's held up. He tries to get the ball free, but the power coming in behind, all those Leicester players running onto it. Saracens having to go back. They can't stop the decline, and they end up with
nice and high and flat, Nicky.
Pretty
feet up, Marco.
Difficult defend, attacking scrum for Leicester.
Okay.
Here's our first scrum. Chance from the 2 front rows. The second rows behind them, adding the power to lay down an early marker. And the eagerness that sometimes brings.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, too close on the far side. Give yourself a bit more space so you don't get
compromised. Might have another go at that, Nick.
Yeah.
These two guys are the danger, of course. It really depends on what happens, whether the scrum goes up on the left-hand side or whether it goes up on the right-hand side. And on the basis of that, they will decide which of the 2 ways they're going to go. If it's a square scrum, you're probably looking at favouring the left-hand side. But it's such a brilliant attacking position to come from, but you've got to have a secure scrum possession, and Tigers have been good in that regard.
Thought of a job at Pixar.
Yeah, we're talking. A smile on the face of Rhys Carey. We're talking about Billy Searle, the 10, standing behind this scrum, and Adam Radwan just behind him.
Please come back a bit.
And the options that either of those then offer will wand the threat on the left-hand side, Brian.
The reason they have Radwan in the second position is what will happen is he's obviously the acceleration. Searle's the ball player, but you'll have either Wand or Bailey running short and the ball played out the back. Now, you can't hit that short runner, but if you play it out the back, that's where the acceleration comes from.
And Stewart right over the top.
Van Portfleet to the fly half. Who goes over for Leicester's second?
Ball on the line, TMO will check it.
They have plenty of other options. beyond Billy Searle, but it didn't need to go beyond him.
I mentioned about Stewart staying really wide, and Searle cocks as though he's going to throw that ball. So much for those Saracens players to defend. You see, Malins has to come forward, he wants to go forward, but because Searle just cocks that pass, Tompkins has to stay, but he gets isolated. Does he ground? Oh, I'm not sure.
Did he?
Well, he doesn't there. It's whether he initially grounded.
We need to review this. The pictures appear as short.
Stuart Terridge is the TMO.
Well, that actually looked like it did ground.
So from the neatly appointed truck in the car park, Stuart Terridge casting his eye over what Matthew Carl is watching on the big screen in the corner.
But he ground, so his first landing is short of the line, and then I don't think he grounds once he gets over the line.
Come back for the scrum penalty.
Yes, Matthew.
He grounds here, but he was definitely short of the line, and that second attempt doesn't.
Brian, can we go back to the option that actually a scrum that doesn't get completed properly creates for the attacking team, because there's almost a little bit more confusion in the minds of the defence, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. But listen, because so few scrums almost see attack plays these days, that particularly on penalty advantage, the last thing you want is for your forward pack to continue driving forward. You want to play that penalty advantage. And
tap and go. Chesham providing the width. Leicester providing the biff and the bash, and looking for a second try that they thought they had a minute or so ago, but not yet. Blamire waits. Joe Hayes as well. Here he is, Hayes, rumbling towards the line. The captain, Chesham, gives it another blast. He's not far away. It's Cam Henderson under the cap. And then there's some work on the floor, illegal work on the floor.
Penalties mounting a little bit. Last time Leicester went for that tap penalty move, I think they might stick this into the corner.
Lucio Cinti couldn't resist the temptation.
Blamire's going to go again.
He's got his two big props either side, Nicky Smith and Joe Hayes. Blamire takes it that far. Cracknell, one of Wales' newest internationals, gets the try. Of that, there is no doubt, and Leicester do have two.
Well, he can thank his 2 second rows for that score. Ollie Cracknell does really well to get close to the line, but then it's the power of the Leicester second row binding on him, and even after he hits the floor, using that momentum to drive him over. Blamire's carry's good. A little bit slow off the line from Saracens as Equate invited Blamire to him, but then it's that extra shunt on the second phase. Really good extra couple of yards on the floor from Blamire, and then watch Chesham here just take out those defenders, slide over the top of Cracknell and bury him over the line.
Well, what a very good start for Leicester. They lead 14-0, more than a point a minute, and Ollie Cracknell, for whatever it's worth, has just scored his first try for club after making his international debut. And he's the catcher off the Saracens restart, who, despite the early opportunity through the boot of Fergus Burke to take the lead, have been largely on the back foot ever since.
They need some time down in that area of the field. Leicester have started very brightly. We just feel Saracens want some time.
15 is onside.
In the Leicester half.
Thank you. Backwards by Leicester, taken in.
Searle looking for some space and then running out of the 22.
I think that was in at the side, yeah, good decision. Nicky Smith and Blamire.
Number 2,
Blamire it goes against.
It's Elliot Daly, sorry, Ben Elliot Daly came up from that challenge for the ball in the air. Very much the worse for wear.
Just think Blamire thought that Searle was going to make an extra metre or so. And by the time he realised he was wrong, he was almost committed.
I felt that he bent first, but the longer you can stay square when you go forward, the better it is the picture.
It's really nice initially from Billy
I'll try
Searle.
and come around that side, but
And then he gets a really good traction, gets the ball back,
so
but Blamire is just that fraction ahead of him, and as a result can't get his body around in through the gate and comes in at the side. It's a clear picture from Matthew Carley. Easy penalty to give against the hooker.
On the crouch, so I'll come. Okay.
34 days before England play Wales in the Six Nations.
If we can just have a
Just in
little bit
case
more
Steve
space on the
Borthwick's
crouch,
concerned about
and you've got more
Elliot
space,
Daly.
On the other side, the heads
There
are
it
under
is.
shoulders, so
Lee
we need to
Blackett's
become level then.
actually about
I'm going to come.
3 metres
to
away
your
from
side.
us, Ben. We
You've
can
got to
tap
give
him on the
enough
shoulder.
space, Liz.
Lee's seen this, though. And it's
Worryingly.
early concern for England and
Although
for Sarries.
Although he got a knee in the back.
Okay or not?
Does look like a leg, doesn't it? So whether
Okay,
it's
all
as he landed.
I think the big question here is not whether he's going to return to this fixture, but how long he potentially could find himself out for. He just cannot run that sort of pain off you. He's a tough player as well. Elliot Daly puts up with an awful lot, so I cannot see any more than a couple of minutes before he's being substituted.
The only hope is that it's a dead leg.
We know the number, guys.
Even still, so hard to run it off as an outside back when you're relying on those different gears to go through.
Stay there, Joe. Hold there.
There's Jono in the specs. Martin Johnson wearing glasses. Martin Curry wearing glasses. Cos are having a significantly better time than Jono, it would seem, of life at the moment.
2 metres, thank you.
Alex Lazowski, by the way, is on the bench for Sarries. Should Daly not be able to run off whatever it is.
It's the Saracens player, yeah.
He's in position at the moment as the fullback, watching what these forwards might get up to. Saracens looking to respond to the concession of the early tries. Theo McFarlane going in to lend a hand to Jamie George. Riccioni. Funsail scuttles in quickly. Really opens things up here. Tompkins no way through. That was a dominant tackle. James Thompson coming in. McFarland. A couple of tries last weekend. George away quickly and nicely, but Sinti hit quickly. Willis. Every single significant statistic attached to his name at the moment is a very positive one. Carey. McFarland again. Oh, beyond him instead to Earl, Ben Earl. Burke. Here's Daly running freely enough to find Shegan. Shegan pushed towards the frost.
That is a brilliant defensive set from Leicester. Started with the maul. Actually, I thought they were in trouble. As Saracens span out of this maul, and there's some really good work.
Ollie. 5.
Is it from Sam Williams, just as they spin out now? Comes in and he stops that dead. Sam Williams does a really good job with Blamire. And then backed up with some really good, open field defence as well.
Good timing. No contest and a sack. Play on.
Leicester.
Backwards.
And Bailey sorting themselves out. He was ambitiously trying to get that off the floor. It means that Saracens have the ball back. Earl takes on Cracknell.
Onside, thank you.
Riccioni with another bust. Italian restored to the starting 15, and that was as far as it went for the Londoners. Will Wand doing his work on the floor.
This is a brilliant, brilliant chop tackle. Something that you would have seen 15 years ago with Dan Lydiard and Sam Warburton working in unison.
Behind the mark, Billy. Thank you.
It's been a real chop focus from Tigers, realising that there's some big ball carriers in this Saracens pack. They've got to get them to the floor, and that's where they've been very effective. Look at the height of that, and then immediately presents beautifully for Wand, who's in the ultimate position to go in and win that shoulder. Terrific combination play between forwards and backs there defensively.
Henderson, Van Portfleet, Searle, Bailey, Wand, who won the ball back in the first place.
No, it backed out. It's off
now
a foot.
Takes it up.
Foot.
Chesham.
No, dropping player.
Leicester have made good ground ball in hand so far. Van Portfleet going for the kick. Thought there might have been some obstruction.
Inside.
Hope in vain. And
inside.
then Malins.
Inside for me.
He was inside the 22, so that ball can go out on the full.
Yeah, Saracens. Thank you, that'll do. Bruce.
Really good delivery off that last line out from Henderson right at the back. Him and Chesham starting to get a good relationship in terms of their line out.
Some good options in that Leicester line-out, despite the best work of McFarland. Chesham was up quickly and effectively.
Tackle. Thank you.
So, here's Chesham again, taking on McFarland. That'll be a good contest today. Jack Van Poortvliet half nipping through.
Play on.
He's lost it. Carey has it. Sale initially chasing his own kick and then getting it back and finding some space. George opening up here for Saracens. Earl still just inside his own half, so Daly deciding that the kick's the best option, and nicely gathered by Stewart. No hanging around here. There's a pleasing pace to this game early on. Leicester with the two early tries, Stewart and Cracknell.
50-22 on, but
half to fly half, Brian.
Burke didn't see it. It was the other flank that he needed to go to, because they were a little exposed, were Tigers for a moment. Only one in the backfield covering this near touchline.
Stewart, now McFarland wins that contest. Hugh Tizard.
That ball's out.
Handed in by Searle.
Good counter-up.
It was, and
advantage.
Sarries have it, and they have more. They have the penalty should
Penalty
nothing come of this. One-handed, Jamie George finds Riccioni. Tompkins, loose ball. Fergus Burke, what role he might have to play for Scotland in the Six Nations. McFarland. Tackled well by Radwan, determinedly. Not a fair contest weight-wise, but he did his job.
They'll come back for the penalty, but just, we were talking about the difference between Van Poortvliet. Here, really good line from Chesham.
Entry and off feet.
Hard against the line, so you know that the opposition are going to overfold. There's likely to be a guard error there because the guard's been involved in the tackle. Saracens don't react quickly enough. Van Poortvliet will have seen that line from Chesham and thought, yeah, there's an opportunity for me to go. And in the return, Saracens just starting to get a little bit of go forward, which is crucial to how they play. They need to get Willis on that front foot, that offloading game going, and then they will settle into their rhythm. But it's been 20 minutes of pretty much just Tigers so far. And now an opportunity to kick to the corner, get a good bit of field position for Saracens, and they can ease their way back into this game.
Saracens ending a rare run of 3 defeats on the trot last weekend, beaten by Northampton, Bath and Exeter in October, November and December. Really needed the win in Gloucester a couple of days after Christmas. Broke their worst run for 8 years. The power game, a bit too much for the Cherry and Whites a week ago.
Thank you.
See if they can engage that power game here. Within sniffing distance of the try line. We only need one ball.
2 balls on the pitch, but Ben Earl
and my system
just
didn't want to
hovering
move
in that receiver position. Always a threat to go on a movement around the front.
No, back.
McFarland. Oh, and then Carey takes it. Almost as if he was a little bit surprised to get it.
I don't think he was the obvious target, but he'll take it nonetheless. Great handling from the tight head.
Yeah, he made the most of it.
Offside, back of the line out.
And Leicester coughing up penalties. George. It's a couple of metres away from where Matthew Carley wanted him to take it. George suggesting that McFarland goes to the left, but the threat came from the right. Van Sale, still McFarland. There he is and over. What a brilliant shot that was of Theo McFarland muscling his way over the try line.
If you want an indication of red zone efficiency, they haven't had many chances, Saracens, but that's a brilliant score. All came from that initial line out. Rhys Carrier managing to react quickly to that ball that came off the top. Cheers, they get the penalty. And then George with the tap feeds the power, and as they come back to this side, it's actually a really well taken try by McFarland. Steps back on the inside to get an arm tackle from Radwan, and then he goes back in behind Radwan to make sure that Blamire can't get a good shot on him, and he uses that momentum with no one in at home for Leicester after Radwan had jumped out to get himself over the line.
Fergus Burke starting today with Owen Farrell missing, and he adds the 2 points. Leicester 14, Saracens 7, just beyond the midway point in this first half.
This is the one. I think Carey is an option. He's always an option, and he actually goes a little bit early. I think the ball doesn't come down quite as quickly. I definitely think that's a planned move that he shows to give to Earl, but actually ended up giving to Carey. Really bright move from Saracens.
Use it. Taken in.
Van Sales kick, Malin's chase. Stewart comes in to try to claim it.
Backwards from Leicester.
Tap back was enough to find Searle. Wand evades the clutches of Sinty and very nearly Willis. Cracknell. Searle. Stewart. And then this is Wand. Oh, that ball was out though, and it was ribbon for Tompkins.
No, step back to be onside.
Quick ball's fine, but you've got to have one of your mates near it at the time.
Right, not now, Leicester, you went off your feet. Use it.
And so another kick to contest, and that was a simply enough one for Saracens to win back.
Too far for Stewart to come. You could hear him roaring that he couldn't get there. Tompkins was the one that picked it up. He realised the threat to Tigers.
Malins to Daly, who seems fine despite the scare 5-6 minutes ago.
Still in the field of play. Ball is there. Step back.
Only just.
Player falling. Right, use it.
Carey stretching himself as long as he can to provide the extra space for Van Sale to launch the clearance. Late adjustment, it seemed, from Stewart, but got there. Blamire. And now Wand. He knew that the threat was coming in from Sinty, and Wand did well. Just winning that little midfield battle between the two at the moment. Cracknell. Searle to Ollie Hassel-Collins, whose name hasn't been mentioned much yet, but maybe now and significantly.
Not clear
his first carry of the match. 25 minutes gone.
Taken in the half.
Searle, charged down by George, a scampering George. Hassel-Collins and he chasing for the same ball, and the ball will beat Saracens through that very shallow in-goal area here at Mattioli Woods, Welford Road.
Just took a fraction too long, Searle. He's quite flat anyway, isn't he? He took a fraction of a second too long to set up.
Okay, just outside or 20.
George does really well to get his hands as close to the foot as possible rather than leaving them high in the air. And then good footwork, but no one with real pace in a position to chase. And Searle, having realised that the kick ahead was coming, didn't try and chase down George. He just scampered back towards the in-goal area, but a slight embarrassment and a heart-in-mouth moment for Billy Searle there.
Footballing skills in the end, letting Jamie George down. He's a big Aston Villa fan, so he's living the time of his life at the moment. Claret and blue underpants.
Crouch!
Actually, don't know that for sure, just in case anyone's worrying, but you'd imagine. Just to clarify.
Play it out.
Wand, who's been busy early on. And Searle, who's been brilliant early on, over halfway, Wand to the left, and then the kick. If Radwan catches this, he will score. Oh, through the air. East Midlands Airport job. Your flight is now boarding. And the pilot is Adam Radwan.
Oh, brilliant from Billy Searle. Everyone thinking, is the ball back on the inside the right option? He didn't even look because he knew the pace he had out wide. He just needs to control the delivery all the way from the 22. That little show and go. Tompkins drifts, shows too much. And Searle, one of the very best in this league at making that break. A lot of boos there, maybe just a late hit on Billy Searle. Radwan's finish is superb. As soon as it's in his hands, you think he's got the gas, but he makes sure with that high kick up behind him.
It will restart it.
Yeah, we're going to have another look at what happened to Billy Searle.
Potential foul play on Leicester 10 as he kicked the ball through.
Yes. Once again, Stuart Terridge.
Going to show you the action now, Matthew.
Okay.
Timo.
So it's determined whether it's foul play, so it's whether he stands his ground or whether he moves into his line. That's the question one.
Here's the first angle now, Matthew.
Drops that right shoulder, doesn't he, Daly? That's going to be what gets him in trouble. It's the fact that he doesn't stand still. Does he move off his line?
No kick.
Yes.
So
that's a late hit.
He puts his shoulder into him. I do believe he has an arm up to wrap him, and it's shoulder to chest.
Yes, Matthew, it's a late wrap.
Okay, unnecessary
Start with a
action,
penalty.
yellow card. Okay. Number 15, do you agree with that?
Yes.
On the touchline. On the touchline.
He knows what he's doing. He really does. It's a good... I know we're talking hundredths of a second, but it's a good quarter of a second, maybe half a second after the kick goes through.
Restart the shot clock, please.
He actually hasn't shaped in advance of the kick, making the tackle, because he's in two minds, and as soon as the kick goes in, then he braces himself for the collision, and that's what gives it away.
Well, without Billy Searle kicking, Orlando Bailey not done the job at this level for a while, and conversion missed. Searle looks okay. You'll have seen Elliot Daly go across and just apologise before he wandered off to start his 10 minutes in the bin.
Yeah, just having a quick look at this try. It's an unenviable task sometimes in Tompkins' position, because he's caught on the short runner, and then sometimes you chase too hard trying to get out, and that allows the player on the inside to make the break, because you feel stuck in the mud, and then all of a sudden I've got to go hard to make sure we're up numbers on the outside, and that's where you leave yourself susceptible on the inside shoulder.
Leicester 19, Saracens 7. Stewart, Cracknell and Radwan for Leicester. Theo McFarland in between for Saracens. Fergus Burke punches it long. Cracknell starts the process of getting out of the corner.
Okay, they fell over the tackler.
Well, depending how the next 10 minutes go, love to be a fly on the wall at half-time when Mark McCall and Elliot Daly have a little chat, because it just seems so unnecessary that he wasn't going to affect the try not being scored. Now Saracens have to deal with a player short.
And that's not a pass that Ben Earl will thank Max Malins for. And Saracens pay the price. Leicester penalty. Well, feels a little bit loose and unnecessary at the moment from Saracens. And Mattioli Welford Road, as you can hear, in full voice.
Ball's in the air too long for Earl, so it invites the tackle from Radwan. Hands above the head, easy line-up shot. There's no way Ben Earl's going to be able to win that collision.
Well, you might have seen Bath score a fourth and bonus point securing try after just 20 minutes at the Rec yesterday. Leicester going for one within half an hour here. Cracknell to Blamire, back to Sam Williams.
I think the hole was there for Radwan, they just missed the pass. Williams does really well to clean up.
Cracknell rolls into midfield. Leicester can go left or right. They go right with Searle, thought about the kick, chose Radwan instead, and his mate Blamire rolls over the top. Henderson. Jamie George was in there ferreting around to see if there was anything doing. Chesham. Searle running the ball to the line. keeping Sarries guessing. Tompkins doing really well, but in the end, not quite the strength to hold the player up. Smith, and then Wands!
What a tackle. What a tackle that is. One was disrupted by bodies on the floor, but to get back and stop that being placed, which I think they've done. It's Willis, is it?
On-field decision is no try. I've not clearly seen the ball on the ground. Can we just check that, please, Stu, because there's late coming around the corner.
Could well have saved Saracens.
On field.
On the ropes, both on the scoreboard and in terms of momentum, but this is scored. It's a long way back at half-time, but I think having tripped over here, his own man, Willis's recovery to get both arms underneath Wand and then roll him on top of him, that is an unbelievable bit of defence.
Underneath there.
You can see Van Borfleet come in late and try and ground it.
Goal line dropout, no trip because it's his own player.
One more angle, Matthew, but it looks like it's clearly held up.
Yeah, okay. We don't think there's anything compelling there. So we have a decision. So there's nothing compelling to overturn the on-field decision, so it'll be a goal line dropout. Held up.
Well, just underline that. Tom Willis and the try-saving tackle over the line, because it might have been 26-7, and we'll just bear that in mind when we wrap things up at full time.
That's right.
So much of it is about just staying in the hunt, you know, when it's going against you a little bit, which it invariably will do. Here in Matty Wood's Welford Road, you just have to stay in it.
That's right, we've got two.
Change because Jamie George has trotted off to have a head injury assessment. So here's Theo
Jamie,
Dan.
let me know when we're ready.
So Nick Ezekwe's going off as well. So the doctors are going to be busy. And Maro Itoje, welcome back to club colours for the first time since October. Taken this long to recover from a knee injury against Argentina. And he the second HIA replacement.
It's safe to say that Jamie George had a lot more spring in his step coming off the field than Nick Ezekwe did. Ezekwe looked like he was struggling a bit. Jamie George couldn't wait to get down into the changing rooms and complete his test. Not a bad couple of replacements, though.
Ready?
Cracknell. Maybe fourth gear, perhaps fifth. Very short space of time. But despite the speed, he couldn't lay it back.
I'm just not sure on those ones sometimes. You look at Rhys Caray's position. Yeah, he initially gets in a good position, but he loses his feet then and doesn't carry his body weight. And I just think referees at times are giving them up a bit too early and a bit too easily. I'd like to see a little bit of more fight in the tackle, having to hang on for 2-3 seconds.
A couple of the opportunities created by the Saracens defenders, because they actually take out on the line the Leicester support players really well, which means they're a little bit slow to get in there. It's a miss initially over the top from Thompson, but they just stand their ground. And although Cracknell wins the collision, it ends up falling on the Saracens' side, and that recognition of the opportunity.
No, he's not on the ball. Step back.
Shegan working very hard over the ball to make sure that remains Saracens' ball. Having been won initially by the new man, Itoje.
Not now, Joe, not now. Player on the wrong side.
The final 10 minutes.
Use it.
Fun sail.
Used.
Challenge now by McFarland. Sir, off that left boot. Sal giving it some air.
Play on.
So Collins up there, and it ends up in Leicester hands and off a Leicester boot. Maybe the 50-22 from Freddie Stewart. The angle not quite right in the end, but Lucio Cinti, he's in a little bit of a hole here, and he ran towards where there was support, but momentarily outnumbered. Not now. Saracens did well to get enough shirts back.
Use it.
Riccioni trucking it on.
Use it.
Going to have a word with Rob Webber. Next breakdown. Rob, part of Saracens' coaching setup. And we have a chat with Rob now. What's top of your things to do list, Rob? How do you get back into this? When was the last time you saw a referee wearing gloves, Rob? What on earth is going on?
Game's gone on it.
Oh, honestly. Join the list of those who think, I mean, honestly. Thanks, Rob.
Cheers.
We just mentioned about the missed tackles. It's pretty high from Saracens. I think they've missed a third of their tackles already. 24 missed out of 48 completed.
He is. Oh, hang on, the lino's got gloves as well. Carl Dixon. Have the Prem done a deal with a glove company?
It's more acceptable, though, as an assistant referee than referee.
Only just, Rico, only just. Sorry, I know these aren't the headline-making acts of the first half, but we need an explanation, I feel. Confirmation, by the way, from Stuart Terridge himself that the TMO in the van is not wearing gloves. Well done, Stu.
Line out. One into touch.
He has got slippers on, though.
And heated socks, like Brian.
Five.
Here's Theo Dan. Jamie George still undergoing the HIA. Ooh, and that was all sorts of wrong. Van Portfleet, Cracknell, Leicester with good ball to work with. Williams, Sam Williams, the youngster. Tony Rafael amongst the missing today. Searle. Malin's trying to provide the net at the furthest side of that defence.
Good choice.
Blamaya. Done by Riccioni. This is good Saracens defence. They're hustling. Just half a moment, wondered if Wand had managed to break that stranglehold. However, that's a big hit from Tizard. What a tackle. Down low, dislodges the ball, wins the ball back.
Yeah, momentum shifting tackle. It's all been Leicester in this half, but gets out of the line early, gets his head low and under the ball, and that's probably what dislodges it, to be honest. As soon as the eyes come up from Hayes, he sees that streak of blonde flying in. Really good tackle. Just Tom Willis has been such a big carrier. He's been quiet by his standards, and you look at those post-contact meters from Saracens, usually such a big part of their game. Only 1 in every 4 carries they're getting over the gain line. In terms of keeping Saracens quiet, I don't think Anthony Allen could be much happier with his Leicester players, and that will be certainly a big focus for Mark McCall and his team in that half-time chat in 4 minutes.
Yes, they're pushing a little bit too soon for gloves Carly's liking. The ball goes towards increasingly inky skies. Gathered well, two-handed by Ollie Hassel-Collins. Yes, they're getting their big blocks in place. Blamaya was the target. McFarlane goes over the top.
Stop.
Matthew Carley wants to have another check there.
Leicester, move out.
More work on Leicester's 10, Billy Searle, and it's upset Leicester's players. Freddie Stewart uppermost.
Will be a formal check, Matthew.
It wasn't actually McFarlane that Stewart had the problem with. He went after Nick Tompkins. Don't know whether something had happened after. He looks a bit worried, doesn't he?
Freddie.
It's a massive hit, so if there is any head contact, he's going to be in trouble because...
We all nearly ended up falling over, and that made the situation a lot worse. Thank you.
I think the vast majority of it is on the shoulder. He might have residual head contact, but it's certainly not initially head on head on first viewing.
He does. Possibly.
Just the head on the wrong side, isn't it? Otherwise, it actually would have been a fine tackle.
It's the tight angle, Matthew.
I think the majority goes through the shoulder, yeah.
It's actually the wrap that does kind of more of the damage around the back. That's potentially where he could find himself in a little bit of trouble. That's a little bit careless, a little bit loose.
Let's have a listen to the referee.
On the screen, and then it looks like it's the shoulder which hits him in the top of the back and then slides up with the arm coming around to make contact.
If it's anything for me, that's penalty only.
Those are the best angles, Matthew.
So, penalty only? Yeah, okay. Happy? So we do have head contact, so it was foul play, but the majority of the force is through the top of the back, and then it's just subsequently he hits him in the head with his arm, so it's a penalty only. It's a penalty only.
Question, is it just from the arm, from the shoulder?
Yeah, because he still hit him in the head. Just a penalty.
Well, it feels like good refereeing. Good refereeing, good TMOing.
Maybe if his hands had been colder, he wouldn't have thought as clearly, Nick. So wearing the gloves has turned out very well for him.
It's a fair point, Ben. Well made. Just for the record, by the way, the touch judge on the other side, Callum Howard, who's relatively new to the game, is also wearing gloves. None of which matters as we rewatch that replay.
That's a decision over breakfast, surely.
It's a poor one, whatever it's over. Wand, Searle. Over the top to Hassel Collins.
Counter's good.
Well, Saracens have the penalty, but some concerning news from the doctor's room down below as both of the head injury assessments have been failed. So Jamie George will play no further part in this match, and neither will Nick Ezekwe. So Theo Dan and Maro Itoje with us for the long term, Ben.
It's concerning, but as we mentioned when they came on, you couldn't have two better replacements.
Another
Could
bit
have been a lot worse. This is really good, though.
Brilliant. We've seen it a couple of times from Saracens. It's usually in those wide rucks as well, where the backs are expected to hold on to possession, and sometimes you don't pile enough numbers in or you don't get your body shape. It's the first person makes the decision, and when they get a good outcome, then the others follow suit. Really effective and great turnover from Saracens. Been very effective at that this year.
You'll have seen Elliot Daly come back on, and he now running across the halfway line to be part of what might come from this. He's going to have to be a defensive part of it, because Chesham very soon, well, he would have had him in his sights, but for the brilliant work rate of Willis running back to make sure he didn't get as far as he might have done. Wand's been good in this first half. Had to take it on, didn't have an immediate outlet. Bouncing ball, Chesham to Stewart. Blamire, one of three players on that left-hand side. Another one is Williams. He's hauled down. Once again, Leicester unfurling the flags. Henderson going for the bonus point again. Welford Road finding its voice again. Hayes again. Leicester again. They've got the bonus point before half-time. They have four.
That's some of the best rugby we've seen Tigers play this season. All starts with Ollie Chesham. The little half break, the counter ruck initially. Chesham gets the ball, and then that half break, but watch his work on the floor. A little roll, but because he's got momentum, he's fine. But Maro Itoje would have got in there without that extra roll. Leicester clear out, and then Saracens are always on the back foot. Blamire spots Willis folding underneath, goes back into the space he's left, and then the pick from Hayes. Head down, leg drive good.
Cheers, mate.
Van Sale falls backwards but can't keep the big prop on top of him, and he finds a way to the grass.
Thank you.
Oh, what a very good half for Leicester. Joe Hayes, second Premiership try in 125 matches. Leicester's fourth, converted by Billy sixth, Leicester fifth, so the importance of a win today in terms of staying in touch with that top four clear for everybody. So that Emeka Ilioni is on for Leicester. for the first time since his October injury.
So the challenge for Leicester is to be able to keep their foot on the accelerator when you almost feel like you've got such a big lead. The temptations to defend it, but that just plays into Saracens' hands massively. And they're such a strong mental team, Saracens. Definitely got the ability to come back from here. And Leicester don't want to let them score 2 scores before they realise they need to play how they played in the first half rather than shut up shop.
There's Ilioni with his first big surge, and then the break and the score, and he's done it again. Leicester's little road runner, Adam Radwan, peels his way through Saracens' defence.
Well, they'll definitely be checking that little pickup from Van Poortvliet and whether he knocked on in the background. But if they deem this to go backwards, Radwan off his wing. It's where Leicester want to see him, not just stuck out there because the pace he's got. Does this go forward? To me, that's a knock-on.
That looks clear. The ball travelled forward out of his hands.
Yes.
Even though he's trying to pick it backwards out of the ruck.
Yep.
Knock on, yeah, but the ball travelled forwards. No try. That's what I saw live, but the ball travelled forwards out your hands.
Surprisingly, no complaints from Leicester Tigers. They had a good idea that that was a blatant enough knock-on. Great acceleration from Radwan. My gosh, once he broke that first tackle, there was only one outcome. It's like watching an 18-year-old playing under 11s.
Just to confirm that Ilioni has taken his place at the base of that scrum. He's replaced Ollie Cracknell. We'll find out if that is an injury-related change or a tactical one. I'd imagine it's injury, given how well Cracknell was playing in that first half. Anyway, Burke, Tompkins, Sinti. Tackled low by Wand. The combination of Wand and Bailey in Leicester's midfield so far.
Number 1, offside.
Makeshift partnership, given Parisi and Kata are both injured, has stood up very well, offering the threat, defending nicely. That Leicester change at 8, by the way, is tactical.
Never onside.
So Ollie Cracknell's fine. He's just been replaced by the hugely promising Emeka Ilioni.
Just such a disappointing penalty for... He's having a bit of treatment now, maybe that's why. Had a big scrum effort, Nicky Smith, but gives away the penalty. But Will Wan's defence has been so good.
Just our scrums. What do you need from us? I mean, they're angling in.
This is where Nicky Smith picks up his injury. Maratoji running into him.
On the hit, you've got to be careful. You've got to keep off your knees. Not clearly for me. For me, I thought you went down to your knee to start with, and then that caused
Leicester just a little bit slow to get back into position off that scrum. Nicky Smith offside.
He needs to be just, so if he brings his feet up a little bit more, he'll be a bit higher. We'll see where it goes. It's just over there, but we'll just deal with this.
The Gallagher PREM set to take a break over the next couple of weeks, but we are back for round 10 in a fortnight when England's Six Nations players will be available, by the way. Gloucester Bath, Chiefs Bears, Sarries Newcastle, Quins Leicester, Shark Saints. And next weekend in the FA Cup, the third round, all the magic of the third round. All in all, we will bring you 22 live games, starting with Wrexham against Nottingham Forest on Friday night. I've had a quick look. Liverpool against Sunderland, Benny. Manchester United against Brighton, Brian. Are we feeling confident about those two ties?
Never this season.
No, I'm worrying about Leicester at Cheltenham, so you think you've got problems. Anyway, all the wonders of the FA Cup third round with us on TNT Sports and Discovery Plus.
Big moment this, having Leicester thought they'd scored earlier on. We mentioned about the psychology of defending these scorelines. Can Sarries go over?
Mara Toje, who we're told is now the captain.
Number 7.
Coming on for Ezekwe.
Off his feet, collapsing.
Beyond Dan. Carey. Running hard. Held on to determinedly by Bailey. And then Tompkins, the link in midfield. It's been a while since Sarries carried this threat so close to the try line.
Advantage, 14 offside.
Radwan offside. Dan therefore with free ball.
14 offside.
I love the shortening of the line by all of those carries. Started with Rhys Carey. When he got the ball, you might look as though he was running across the field, but what he was doing was he was narrowing off the defence. The further out he went, the more they had to fold around the corner, and they kept on going.
Here goes Dan.
Good defence.
Oh, and that's been lost. Rhys Carey and Dan not on the same wavelength, and Leicester take it.
Not on the ball. Stay on
Leone almost up to the 22.
Jack play.
You imagine Sarries fans back home just slamming the sofas, the armchairs, in frustration. They've not had too many opportunities that close to the line recently, and that one quite clearly blown.
Really good kick as well to cement that swing and advantage. Really good turnover. The tackle's good, but it's the second man over the top when it's dislodged, and then he gets a bit of momentum. Ilione's pick was good, and that gives them a great platform for that kick from Van Poortvliet. Takes them back to the halfway. Sia Toje just scanning the Leicester defence.
We probably need him.
Dan a little bit slow back, having had a bit of treatment. He gets the call, and this delivery now has to be perfect.
Leicester stealing lineouts. Wand, Stewart, Hassel, Collins hasn't had too much free road to run into, and what there wasn't overly tarmacked.
Well, this is a bit different from Leicester, and we've talked about the advances in their attacking play, but get a turnover at the line out. So often in the past, Leicester would have just picked and gone down the middle of the pitch, or in and around the line out, but that turnover is the best time to attack. Go wide, and there'll be extra metres on the outside.
Let's talk to Brett Deacon. A very good first 40 minutes, Brett. What stood out for you?
As Benny said there, actually, I think we've got the ball to the edges really well to our fast guys, and we've looked really dangerous, and then we've been really efficient when we've got into the opposition 22.
I think what struck us are the new faces coming in, the likes of Wand and Bailey in midfield, and Thompson and Williams in the back row. They're getting a go, and they're standing up to the job, aren't they?
Yeah, it is, and you know, Orlando Bailey, he's distributed well out of any collisions, or even before collisions, getting the ball to the edges. So he's looked good, and like I said, we've got the ball to the edge well today so far.
We were wondering about the change at 8. Why have you brought Ilione on for Cracknell?
Crackers just took a bit of a bang to his shoulder on that goal line dropout. So yeah, it's good to have Emeka back in, but we wish Ollie all the best.
Great. Cheers, Brett.
Cheers, mate.
Be careful not to use the ground pass to get up, okay?
Related.
Use it.
To the shoulder, Brett telling us. Stewart again, airborne.
Knock on.
Doesn't happen very often.
Well, lots of boos because the ball bounced behind Stewart, but if he goes forward quicker than the ball still goes forward there. It touches his hand. It's just he's moving faster than the ball. Might drop behind him.
Still a tough call, that. You know, it's not just a home crowd.
Nice and square, please.
Feeling hard done
spaces.
by. I think lots of referees would let that go because of the momentum of his movement forward. And
let's go.
A beard of
Crouch.
Joe Hayes with frost forming on the end of it.
Bind.
Last couple of scrums have been good for Leicester. I just wonder whether that initial charge in from Riccione there is a little bit of a tip of the hat to Nicky Smith, and Nicky Smith complaining with the referee's assistant that he goes down, and he's probably got a point there, trying to win that battle, win that race, so Nicky Smith doesn't get comfortable, because the Leicester Looseheads' last couple of scrums have been very, very good.
It's Neil Fax, Leicester's scrum coach.
Crouch. Time off. Come on, just listen. Just listen. No, listen. Please, don't come down and put your head on his shoulder. Don't put your hand on his head. Quickly, let's go.
Wales v Italy, final round of the Six Nations in Cardiff. An early preview here.
Just slow down, please. Just slow down.
Sales, Nicky Smith next season. Might be Leicester's Aaron Wainwright next season. We're hearing increasingly loud whispers about the Wales number 8. Jumping on the coach that's leaving Wales at the moment for the Prem.
Referee's come to have a look at this side. Riccioni does a good job getting that right shoulder up and round, and as soon as he had Nicky Smith moving backwards, he could... Riccioni just telling Nicky Smith what he thinks of his scrummaging technique.
Okay.
But as soon as he had him going forward, he can just afford to twist his hips out to the side. He's already won the battle, and just give the referee no option but to penalise his opposite number.
Well, Nicky Smith does a million good things, but he's also the most penalised player in the Prem. It's the nature of the job, I guess, to a degree, isn't it? But facts are facts.
Why he's difficult is because he's one of the best at having his feet underneath him. So if he's playing against a tight head like Riccioni, who likes his feet a bit further back, often that balance becomes an issue for his opposite number, and he's very happy to take them low. This time Riccioni was in a great scrummaging position, feet quite far back. That's why he won the battle.
Good scrap between those two. Shigan! Almost through. Leicester conceding another penalty.
There's no clear relief from Ilioni here. It looked, on first viewing, that it was an incredible pilfer. There you go. There's a referee description. He was sure he made the right call. Ilioni,
on the line.
Just check out the speed coming from the line out, makes the tackle, pivots around. Oh, I think that's incredibly harsh. I don't see any hands on the ground there.
I think he said the clear release. That was that left hand on the floor. I think you're right, but from the referee's angle, you've almost got to show him and get the hands out wide and then come back onto the ball.
Another Leicester penalty conceded, this time against Sam Williams. 5 in a row now, heading towards yellow card territory, try concession territory, as Dan went on the search.
Lamar did a good job there, won that turnover, but they'll come back.
Well, I wonder whether beneath those black gloves, Matthew Carley's fingers are getting increasingly itchy. Maybe thinking about the yellow. They're warm, but they may be itchy, because Leicester are conceding a lot of penalties. Well, there you go.
Number 7 in at the side. Any more down here, someone will go in the bin.
So Saracens have heard that.
Chasm just trying to take the sting out of it, get a little bit more conversation with the referee, take the momentum away from Sarri's clever captaincy.
So one of Theodan runs into a thicket of green-shirted Leicester players, but that ball is coming back for Ivan Funsale eventually, or maybe not Funsale. The forwards happy to keep it amongst themselves and drive it over the line. And it's Rhys Carey with the big carry. And Sarri still punching away. They have 2.
Yeah, it's been coming, hasn't it? It's amazing how, when you get a bit of momentum, all the decisions start to go your way, all the little bubbles of the ball start to go your way, and Saracens have had that in the last few minutes. Nice tap from Theo Dan, does well to get that extra yardage, with Tizard coming in behind and Carey searching for the ball, eyes up, just out the corner of the eye, sees the opportunity and wins the battle. Ilioni staying quite high, he sneaks underneath him and then extends his hips.
No issues, Matthew.
To give him that power over the line.
Rhys Carey's first try of the season, converted by Fergus Burke, and that's a nice way to take your leave as Joe Shaw compares notes with Mark McCall. Carey and Riccioni, the 2 props, both replaced by Ironi Maui and Marcus Street, and Juan Martin Gonzalez on for Hugh Tizard. That is some Saracens bench, and he will hope, Saracens will hope, that the quality of that bench has something significant to say over what's left of this contest. A little less than half an hour. Taken by McFarland, who then works hard to make ground after winning the catch. Burke, lose sight of the ball as it heads towards those blackening skies. Hassel Collins with the take. Blamire, oh, he didn't hold on to it for long. There was an element of risk to the pass.
Offside in front of the kick.
They'll come back. He told Elliot Daly to get out of the catch zone because he was in front. And Elliot Daly didn't retreat at all. Should take the points here. Bonus point secured already, but just to...
I think so. I think the next score is important to Tigers, just to make sure that that scoreboard keeps being topped up.
Yeah, but you ran all the way to where it landed.
Yes, he is offside, but when he does tell him to get out of there, we're not going to see the final outcome. But he does pull away from it. Okay, maybe he doesn't retreat at speed downfield, but that could have been one
that is
that
not
could have
the
been let
mark.
go.
That's very advantageous, that mark.
Okay,
yep.
stop.
Come back over
time
towards the 15.
Time off. Mark is over towards the 15. Sorry, do you still want to kick at goal?
TMO Stu Terrish determined to make life as hard as it can be for Billy Searle.
Yeah, Stu.
Yes, that's better.
Yeah, still want to kick at goal? You let me know when you're ready and we'll take the club. Yeah, go. Let's go. Yeah.
Searle, in fairness, won't have to adjust his sights that much. Saying not so long ago that after travelling around Europe, various clubs, Billy Searle, he's loving the idea of putting down some long-term roots here in Leicester.
Back to me, so it felt like you was trying to.
And that's how good he's been this season for them. Three more points.
Thanks, Stu.
Leicester stretching the lead to 15 minutes into the second half.
That's why it's just everything had been Saracens' way. Gift of a penalty, really. Just take off 3 of those 7 points Saracens have just managed to score in their high point.
Knock-on advantage, knock-on.
Saracens so good at the moment at kicking to compete and turn back off these kickoffs and dropouts as well. Using it as a turnover opportunity.
Advantage over from the knock-on.
Ball came off the fingers initially of Juan Martin Gonzalez, but you'll have heard that that has since expired. Shegan, Hassel Collins, McFarlane got in the way there illegally.
That's a good call again from referee Matthew Carley. Again, as you called, Nick, it was McFarlane was the guilty party. You just can't run directly back to where the ball is going to land anymore. You have to kind of go a circuitous route to get in behind the oncoming player. You've got to give full access, which he didn't do. Didn't get away with it. Watch his line. He just runs straight back, and then at the last moment, it actually interferes with Hassel Collins. Doesn't allow him to get up in the air. I don't think he was going to be able to compete, but silly penalty to give away.
The penalty counts actually very much in Saracens' favour, but a lot of the penalties they have given away have been silly, really. They've just gifted Leicester opportunities. Think of that yellow card to Elliot Daly.
Oh, brilliant take from Chesham. Bailey, who's having such a good game in Leicester's midfield. His lighter touch as opposed to the bish and the bash and the bosh of Solomon Akata today. Saracens. Oh, yes.
Never anything really clearly formed.
There's a Toje on the floor and Willis on the floor. More than enough to win that ball back.
Taken in. He's taken in.
Daly. Billy Searle. Up she goes above the lights in that huge main stand opposite. Oh, and it falls Leicester's way. Chesham's way.
Penalty. 6. Where is he? Where? Who's 6? Okay, 5.
Yeah, it's Carl Dixon.
I've got to get them up.
Assistant on the far side, who's picked up Ollie Chesham doing some blocking.
I think it was like the one where Elliot Daly got caught for kick chasing in front of the kicker, turning around and not retreating for long enough.
5.
Exactly the same.
Offside, you started moving forward before you were put onside. You must retreat. Similar to what we've penalised Saracens for.
I think what was different about that was he had a material impact in it because he became the ball carrier off that tap play. So when you have an involvement, having been in an offside position, yes, fair enough, penalty against. But in Elliot Daly's case, he had no difference. He made no difference to the situation.
Chesham in the orange boots.
Not helped by Carl saying it's number 6.
He just turns in front of him, doesn't he? But as you said, Brian, he's the man that ends up picking up the ball.
It's snowing. Good day to be wearing gloves.
Taken in.
Searle, Wands, Stewart. Oh, Hassel-Collins would have got there, but for Shegan's timely intervention.
I think this is really good defence, because Stewart had Shegan's number a few minutes ago.
Touched by Saracens.
One against the head. And then really nice slick passing. And Stewart thinks he's got a fraction longer to defend, and then Shegan just bites. He has that little snap, thinking he's playing soft. I'm off, and then bang, and then he just catches the big fullback off guard. Doesn't quite get
we've gone a long way there, guys.
The sharpness of that tackle, of that pass away.
4.
Just see, they might have a lot of athletes in that Saracens line out, but Leicester have had their number at the moment. Really good competition from the Tigers. Saracens want to win one back here from themselves.
Juan Martin Gonzalez part of the equation now, and
Lamar doesn't get the call.
No. Burke eager to get on with things as he must. Maui. Van Sale. Burke. Ben Earl. And the Onyama Christie amongst those heavyweight replacements. Itching to make an impression. Oh, it's been intercepted, and you're tempted to say, good night, Vienna. It's Daly against Radwan, and the gold medalist, Adam Radwan, and Leicester may now be out of sight. A late Christmas present that Tigers happily accept.
Watch Van Sale as soon as he throws this and he sees Radwan too late. Hands go to the head, he doesn't even bother chasing back, because he knows it's good night.
All good, Matthew.
Such a threat. Reads it early, starts edging out of the defensive line. It's a good read, but it's telegraphed by Van Sale. And it's a long, long way back for Saracens now.
7 tries in 12 games this season for Adam Radwan. And Searle's conversion, 36-14.
He's preemptively looked at this already. He's thinking there's an intercept on. If I get into that passing channel, and that's the danger of throwing those longer ones from 9. When he's in sniffing around, he is so good at doing it. Worst case scenario, he had a security blanket outside that could have picked up, I think it was Cinti that he plucked the ball from, but really, really clever, smart wing play. Knew exactly what he was doing and backed his speed and skill level.
Not sure.
Saracens change. Andy Onyama Christie on for Ben Earl.
Use it. Theo, step back, thank you.
The restart chase that Leicester managed to secure, and Van Portfleet gets good distance on that, so much so that Burke had an age to find Daly. Back to Burke. Gonzalez slips.
Backwards, play on.
They are zigzagging down the blind sides a little bit, Saracens. Wonder if it's something they've spotted in the first half that's been conveyed to the players. Try and keep Leicester honest, and then that'll open up a little bit more space when they go back to the open side.
Well, that's beautifully away. Willis to Dan. Such was the quality that Leicester forced into another penalty. It's 13 conceded now by Leicester. Despite the scoreline, they've been defensively put under pressure. And here's another. Too high.
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Keep some time. Let's go. Bro. Killing time.
Yeah, time off. 1 and 2, replacement. Jamie, Nicky, 1 and 2, replacement. 1 and 2.
1 and 2 are
okay, he's there.
Smith and Blamire.
If he can
Charlie
get up,
Clare and
place.
Tarek far on.
No rush. Thank you.
Position, but Adam Radwan has consistently been delivering for Leicester Tigers, so should be given some form of game time in the Six Nations just to get a sense as to how much he has improved since his debut a few years ago.
Say more.
Itoje's take. Saracens again in a handy position. Dam, with all of his energy, nearly there himself, Theo Dam.
Onside.
Itoje's interested, so too Onyama Christie. Maui throwing his weight around. Just short, Sam Williams defensively for Leicester. But Saracens feeling very good about this, and with good reason. Try scored. And one of the replacements has made a difference.
It's Carl Dixon who saw the try had been scored. Really sneaky bit of play here. Starts high, doesn't he, Gonzalez, but then he just drops under. Leicester stay a little bit high. Radwan's just getting up. A little bit slow into position, doesn't realise the threat. Gonzalez sees him high. Starts high and then just dips underneath him. Good score, great response from Saracens. Have they left it too late, though?
Good call, Carl. You see it.
And even if it's too late, they're going to try and get something out of this game to get within 7 of the leaders. It's unlikely, but that try bonus is only 1 try away. At the end of the world, if you picked up 1 point at Welford Road, in all your losses, you've got to pick up those something. As we continually talk about it, it tots up at the end of the season. You look back and reflect and go, gosh, that was our missed opportunity of not getting something when we weren't at our best.
Just on that Radwan chat, Nick. You mentioned Lee Blackett. He might be the sort of player that Lee Blackett really, really wants. But it might be his aerial ability or the perceived aerial ability of someone a bit taller, and Steve Borthwick, that's a key component of his game plan. So that might be down, and because there are so many other good wingers around, that might be what's counting against him at the moment. But if he keeps having performances like tonight, maybe Lee Blackett will be saying, well, from an attacking sense, we want him in there.
So tempted just to lean across the aisle and ask Lee, but
backwards from Leicester.
Asked him about Christmas at half-time. I thought that's probably as far as the interrogation could go.
Let him move, let him move.
Saracens, by the way, changing the scrum half. Ivan van Sale replaced by Charlie Bracken. Future ahead for the son of Kieran. Leicester's scrum half is still Jack Van Portfleet. McFarlane lays it back, and Sarri's building from deep with Daly. That wonderful running style. Ball in both hands to Shegan. Chases his own kick. Stewart, patient, precise as ever. Shegan amongst those, digging away over the top, but not quite enough.
Use it. No, no.
Has to have Gabe Hamer-Webb on as well. His catch. So, scrapped by Willis.
Not on the ball, on the body. Let go now, both sides. No, no, no. Don't collapse it. Don't hold them in either. Use it. Backwards.
Webb dropped it. It seemed like it went forwards, and assistant down below is Callum Howard. I think intervened correctly.
Yeah, time off. 3 and 6. Joe. Cheers, that's all right, mate. Thank you. You didn't want it? No, he said I'm off. He said I'm off. Yeah.
Joe Hayes takes his leave. Will Hurd on, so
13.
both sides have changed their front rows now.
That's right.
And Alex Lazowski Centre midfield for Lucio
me
Sinti.
too. We're in the wars today, eh? You all right?
Just heard Matthew Carley having a quick chat with Billy Searle, who has been in the wars. Joaquin Morrow on for James Thompson in Leicester's back row.
Oh, what a lovely change.
He's not been playing snooker today, has he?
No, 10s don't usually sign up to having 3 treatments in a game. But it's maybe a sign of how he's playing. Just that bravery to go to the line, cause the shot to the ribs from Daly. He's certainly not afraid to go himself if a little gap opens up.
13 minutes to go.
Stay up on the far
Saracens
side, driving
still
round.
with bonus points, maybe more to play for
Scrum.
here.
That's a big scrum. Nothing scrum, halfway line. Maui comes up with a penalty, gives them field position. If they score here, there'll be a few in this Mattioli Woods Welford Road Stadium that'll start to twitch a little bit. And most importantly, as Brian pointed out before, Saracens will have guaranteed them something from this game.
Well, they've got 10 bonus points, the most of any team in the competition so far, and it's just keeping them in the hunt because they've lost 4 games thus far, but yet they're still in the mix. They're still at 6th. Can they get something out of this?
Atoje busy in the middle of the line out on Yarma Christie, and Shegan so tough to stop. Little nuggety runner gets them that close, whipped away by Bracken. What a beautiful pass to
tackle. No, Seven.
The space further wide, and again, and McFarland and Chesham there doing what he can for Leicester. Tompkins, there's no way through. He runs into Hafar.
Onside, please. Thank you, 20. Good adjust.
Dan. His energy on the ball in the tackle. Always winning those extra centimetres, leading to big moments like this. Juan Martin Gonzalez seemed to go forwards. Saracens hope they might have scored. Couple of questions.
Lost the ball here, or it's been stripped. So I just need to check how that's got from there to here.
Even if it was stripped, was it forward or was it lateral?
Forward, it's gone forward.
Okay.
Carl Dixon initially said try, and then he said no, check.
Decision to try because we got a grounding. We're not sure how that ball came loose, and we'd like to see whether it's ripped or whether it's lost forward.
So they're checking whether it was a Leicester action that pulled the ball forward out of his hands, or whether he's dropped it forwards.
I think it is an offload, and it is
guys.
forward.
Great carry, and he does so well to stay alert.
We need to see that again.
Does Ilioni's hand touch it? Comes off his fingertips last, doesn't it, into Ilioni. I think that's forward, although Ilioni's hand touches the ball initially.
Hang on, keep playing,
Play it, okay.
Yeah, okay, Stu.
We've got another angle coming now, but it would appear that the ball leaves the Saracens' hand into a green player.
Into the green player. Does the ball
We'll just show this last angle again. Here we go, mate.
So you're saying the Saracens player loses the ball into the green player.
And there you go, into the green player there, hits the green player on the shoulder.
And then it wobbles out. So knock on.
There's no question about the Malin's grounding, however.
Knock on, no try.
There's the problem. And Saracens search for a fourth.
Lost control
goes on, but they're getting close.
Yeah, there's absolutely no control on this side of the scrum. Okay, he's hitting.
That's fine. That's fine.
Martin Gonzalez has made the kind of impact that
take your time, slow down.
A bit more aggression there.
imagine he might have done.
Both teams need to meet over the mark, but it clearly went forward on this side. So I'll come this side and look. Okay.
Big discussion with Matt Carley in the Leicester front row, saying there's no control on the side Matt Carley's standing on. Tarek Hafar. He's up against Marcus Street on the Saracens' tight head. He's got the benefit and experience of Carl Dixon very, very close on the other side.
Crouch.
This is where you need Kata, no better man to carry ball up, but Orlando Bailey's done such a good job in this game.
Ilioni as well.
Such a difficult place to get out of their coffin corner.
Oh, excuse me.
Ball's there, Saracens still with hope. Chesham needed to work very hard to secure that for Leicester. More than 10 minutes to go.
Saracens there.
Aratoji, I don't know how much longer he needs to stay in there. I don't think Carley could see. He was blindsided from his view.
Malins
on the ball for me.
Runs into Morrow. And Willis.
No, Matador, you pulled
This has been a very good 5 minutes for Saracens. Gonzalez with the loose ball, however, and Saracens having to backpedal all of a sudden. Daly. Very good at re-injecting momentum. However.
Well, one of the players in that kick chat was just starting to kick off a little bit. Billy Searle having a wrestle with Elliot Daly on the floor. Few players in there, I'm not sure they know what they're doing in a scrap. Just feeling like they've got to join in. Really good kick chase. Elliot Daly trying to get around that kick chase, but Chesham did a really good job of closing the gap and connecting.
We ought to mention, by the way, that George Pearson has come on, Leicester's young winger. He's on for Freddie Stewart, who's gone off for an HIA. So George Pearson thrown in at the deep end this afternoon.
Move away. I've asked you once, please stop. No, don't point at other people. Stu, do we have anything between 10 and 15 which started that on the ground?
I haven't seen any pictures yet. The guys are still looking though, Matthew.
Okay. If not, we had a knock on into touch.
Here you go, Matthew. We're going to show a replay sequence, mate.
Searle just gets a bit lippy with them, doesn't he? Reminding him that he's thrown a pretty wonky pass. There's nothing really in that.
Okay, so I've got nothing more than the Saracens player throwing the Leicester player on the ground, which would be a penalty.
Absolutely agree. Yes, there was a squaring up, then thrown to the ground.
23. You threw him on the ground.
He accepts his punishment, Alex Lazowski.
I don't want to speak to you again for the rest of the game, okay? I can protect you, but you can't, no, listen, you can't keep shouting back. Just walk away. Control your players. That's not acceptable.
Well, Billy Searle making friends in North London. Winding them up. Whether it was deliberate or not, it's made it.
That's George Pearson, Premiership debut for him. He'll be part of this latest Leicester attacking threat. Jeff Parling very excited about what he will bring over the next few years. Final 10 minutes. Charlie Clare's throw. Dragged in by the skipper. However, blocking, obstruction.
Yeah, you can see by Morrow's end point where he is. He's almost on the Saracens side, and he's clearly gone through as that back lifter protected Ollie Chesham from the Saracens players getting to the ball. Be big for Leicester, actually. Now, having given up that opportunity, where everyone is on the table, as we see Morrow just step across there, see his finishing point. They are desperate to stop Saracens getting a try bonus point here.
Taken back in the half.
Burke on Yarma Christie. Saracens working hard near halfway. Tompkins and Lazowski and Shegan. Just been a few too many of those for Saracens today to make this the easiest of afternoons. It's been a good match, however. Who stood out, Benny? Who's on the short list for player of the match?
Clearly there's been some really strong performances from Leicester. I thought Rhys Carey had a decent game for Saracens, but Billy Searle has been at the heart of absolutely everything for Leicester. Will Wands made some really important carries, particularly having come in so late into the team. Radwan's been his usual brilliant self in terms of taking the opportunities, and Freddie Stewart's been a bit of a rock at the back as well.
Switch. Good timing. Good contest.
Now taken by McFarland.
Off your feet. You can't lean over that many bodies to get the ball.
Nevertheless, the penalty, that's the 16th. And it gives Saracens the platform to search for that 4th and bonus point securing try again. Sam Williams picked out. Who does Theo Dan pick out here? Well, he goes to the front, and the captain, who doesn't hold on to it for long. 9th time Saracens have asked questions inside Leicester's 22. Ilioni was over it, all over it.
His technique, he got penalised earlier, Ilioni, for one that was a bit harsh. But his technique is incredible there. The speed he gets down from this initial shot on the ball, clear release this time. Fingertips onto the ball. And drags
We've got 5 at
Christie with him.
Ollie, 5.
He's happy to extend his contract, which he's done recently. Back for the first time since injury in October. Actually, Jeff Parling saying, interestingly, that it's not just his impact on the pitch, but he's sensed that the quality of the training sessions have improved, and the extra communication that even as somebody as young as Ilioni he has brought, taken by Daly. Other end of his career, but still so much quality. So much to enjoy about Elliot Daly, and Lazowski as well, and the likes of Juan Martin Gonzalez. Henderson throwing his weight around. Burke, Tompkins, and again Daly. Takes on Russell Collins, who's spending his time in midfield as much as anywhere at the moment.
All backwards.
It's Bailey who goes through, but
he dribbled it from one hand to the other.
Ball knocked on. He's not so sure, however.
I'll tell you one thing that has been noticeable has been Bracken's distribution at 9. What a whipped pass he has. If you're a
better, the last one.
Passing number 9 fan, you know, something of the Peter Stringer ilk. I tell you, he is a version of that.
Is he the best scrum half that you've played with in terms of the quality of the pass?
Best pass and longest pass and accuracy. You know, I think Strings has 98 caps. I wouldn't have said he didn't play in an era where box kicking was necessarily as prevalent as it is these days, so it wasn't a huge core skill of his. But I'll tell you what, if you wanted another half a second on the ball, get him into the 9 jersey. Ron Nogara had time, effort. Likewise, David Humphreys, when he was in there, he was a pleasure to play with.
Leicester have changed their 9s. Jack Van Portfleet off for Ollie Allen. Only a dozen games before today, but he has a little less than 5 minutes to show us what he's about. Bouncing around on his feet, wondering where Bracken's going to go with this. He goes left and to Burke and Daly and Tompkins. He's wrapped up by Orlando Bailey. Bailey has played well. Not seen as much of him as we maybe thought we might when he joined from Bath at the start of the season, but stood up today.
You put him there.
Daly, Lazowski, Dan. And Lazowski again running into Henderson.
Onside. Thank you.
How about that?
Flat.
Despite 20,000 suggesting it was forward.
Keep going.
The one voice that mattered was Matthew Carley's. Lazowski and Datoje. That has gone forwards.
There's no one home.
Space behind.
Nudge it.
Advantage over for the knock-on.
There's another former Bath player, Gabriel Hamerwood.
I heard you the first time, no.
Hearing that Freddie Stewart has failed his HIA. Not long left, but George Pearson will last that out.
Onside. Use it. Get your binder, Polly.
3 minutes for Saracens to crowbar something out of this and hunt down that 4th try. Who's the player of the match?
I think it's a fairly easy one, though, despite Radwan and his performance. The try was created by this man, the initial try. His kicking game's been superb. His delivery and how he's used his outside backs, brilliant. And he's been brave as well when he's had to be. So Billy Searle is our Gallagher player of the match.
Leicester's goal line. And again, play on. All play on.
Number of knock-ons, it would seem, but none of them were. And Saracens can go, and the penalty in front of the post. And
while he's lying on the ball. Too many down here, number 10.
Oh, and Billy Searle, having just been given one award he'll be happy enough with, get shown something else he'll be less happy with. Oh, no, hang on. No, it's not.
Yeah, you tackled him, you were on the wrong side, he tackled.
Well, Hamer Wood was about to take the hit for his 10, but it is Billy Searle who's gone.
Hamer Wood must have known you awarded him player of the match. Didn't want a black mark in his copybook, but for all of Tigers' dominance, there's every chance that Sarries will get something from this game.
Yeah, Saracens make the top 4, the playoffs, by a point at the end of the season. We will remember moments like this. Atoje brings it down. One last big effort from them to salvage something from the trip to the East Midlands. Leicester defensively working hard. Bailey again in the middle of things. And then laid wide by Lazowski, loose. Tompkins needs to rebuild, and Saracens have been knocked back to the 10-metre line. Leicester bloody-minded defence. 90 seconds to go, still time. Malins has broken through. Bracken to the left, and the bonus point is heading back to London. First try of the season. Really significant one.
Well, they're taking the quick conversion, so they've got time for one more shot at a losing bonus point as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Will be tied to kick it off. Leicester's defence pushed them back, but just got a bit loose when they got to halfway line. I think they thought job was done.
Time off.
Atoje holds the ball up well.
It's just a
they
bad
get
read.
tight. They don't work hard enough.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a poor read, a bite in unnecessarily. They were in good shape. Defensively looked very, very solid. The Tigers are taking an eternity to get to the restart. Malins has been very, very quiet today.
It's Henderson, isn't it? Henderson just gets caught by McFarlane's decoy line, and he allows McFarlane to take him out, and then doesn't bounce out quickly enough and accelerate, and Malins goes through that gap. Smart. Bonus point secured. They've got one more shot at another one.
Yeah, the losing bonus point, if they can gather this and do something with it. 40 seconds left. Burt, where's he off to? Maui picking up his knees.
No, get out. Thank you.
First job, just to get themselves within range, because a penalty or a drop goal's good enough. They have to work their way out of this point without losing the ball.
It's going to take them into the 81st minute, maybe the 82nd to do it, but they've got all the time in the world as long as they don't lose the ball like they did just then, and that's the end of it.
Okay. That was enough on my taken over by White. If it's clearly wrong, then the TMO will come and adjust it. So taken dead, we've got time to play.
Taken dead by who?
So you can just check it wasn't knocked
into
on
the
by
red,
Green.
but
just on we go. We've got a replay on it.
One last job for Stuart Terridge to check on in his TMO truck.
Stu, clear or not?
No, not clear.
Let's go, sir. You're not go tight.
Let's go. Let's go. Same again.
Well, it's Leicester's scrum. absolutely nothing to be gained from scoring another try. They might as well hoof this off the pitch and deny Saracens any more bonus point opportunities, but we will see.
There was no clear knock on, and it was kicked out from the field of play by Elliott. Time wasn't dead.
There you go. You get it back securely. There'll be many risks taken, you'd imagine.
Milioni breaking from 8 must be the favoured choice if they get a solid scrum. He's been dynamic since he's come on.
Looks to control it. Leicester look to finish the job. A winning 5-point start to Leicester's 2026. Man of the match, Billy Searle, the chief architect. Their biggest score against Saracens for 17 years.